Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ace and I got another TF2 live commentary here for you. I'll be playing as a Pyro, but before that, you can see that I'm still using the new format as I have taken your guys' feedback into consideration, which you will see in effect as we go into the game, as I have increased my webcam size in-game just by a little bit and I removed a lot of unnecessary clutter. So I hope you guys appreciate it. There's a lot of stuff that I still want to change, like the quality of my webcam I want to improve, as well as better lighting. But baby steps, and without further ado, before I bore you all to death, let's go into the game as my team just lost a point. In addition to that, I'm using the degreaser, reserve shooter, and the postal pummeler. So we'll see where we end up going, as I will try to attempt to protect the flank from all unnecessary evil. There you go, that's my first kill with the reserve shooter. And the reason why I'm using the reserve shooter instead of the shotgun is simply because I still want to be able to combo with my secondary. I like the ability to combo. And even though the regular shotgun is of course significantly better in most situations, the reserve shooter just adds just a little bit of a spice to the variety that I enjoy, instead of just casually shooting with my shotgun, I suppose. However, there is a mini sentry on that point, so I'm trying to find a way to get up there without dying. But unfortunately, there's a lot of damage on the way, and I still keep taking damage, and I have no clue where it's coming from. So I'm forced back. However, my team is able to capture that point, luckily enough, and I might be wondering if there's a sniper on the other side, which means I probably have to be very careful, because normally I would have been able to flare gun them and then take down their accuracy completely, but this time that's not a possibility due to the fact that I'm using the reserve shooter. So I'm gonna see if I can move up. No, sticky spam is kind of a problem if I want to do that. So I'm gonna see if I can take out this engineer. Yes, I can, without too much of a problem, protecting the point as well as directly getting to the flank, as that is of course the place that I want to be. Now, never ever try to engage a Pyro against or within close quarters, especially if he knows you're there, because you can get blasted into a wall and they are kind of messed up. As you can see right here, you just don't want to do that. So I'm just going to protect the flanks. I don't want to stick on the open because I don't have the protection of the long range flare gun that I normally would have. So I definitely want to stick to the sides here and hopefully see if I can get behind the demo here. As you not see me, yes, there you go. He's probably gonna try and switch to his primary or sticky trap me, but because of the fact that I got the jump on him and he couldn't respond earlier than he did, I got the ability to kill him in combination with my postal pummeler, air blast, and the ignite, of course. Now my main goal is to stick to the sides, to the close quarters. However, I do want to be able to be also effective when it comes to the point. Right, there was definitely something over here, and I found it. Can I get it before that connected? I'm not sure why it didn't kill him. I could hear the hit going down, but that's sometimes what happens if you are fond of using melee weapons or melee weapons in TF2. So I got luckily enough with my reserve shooter. The fun thing of the reserve shooter is that it's not a projectile, clearly, so it's a hit scan weapon, which means you can hit people earlier, which can save your life, and especially if you air blast them, it will always guarantee that mini crit. So I'm gonna see if I can actually avoid him, but apparently that's not the case. I'm gonna jump down, remove myself from the direct line of sight, and apparently find myself against the mini sentry and another mini sentry. There are mini sentries everywhere. As you can see, it's X3M with the mini sentry army. That's just all kinds of unfortunate, because I can't really do anything against it as a Pyro. Now, normally I would switch to, of course, a direct hit soldier just to mess that up, as I know that there are now multiple mini sentries in play. Let me see if I can get a double hit on him. Can I get a triple hit? Yes, the afterburn is of course sufficient. But the problem is also with the reserve shooter, you have to hit him spot on to hit him with all the bullets as you can, otherwise it's just not going to be worth it over the flare gun. Let's see if he's going to be greedy. Yes, he is. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. However, he's a demo knight and I am a Pyro, so I should have gotten that advantage. Not sure where he went. I don't see any damage numbers popping up, so he's probably somewhere dangerous. I'm not going to risk it, as I probably should start moving on that point. However, I don't think I have an opportunity to do so. Just going to blast those stickies away, as that was a very nice headshot of our sniper on that scout right there. Well played. but we probably should definitely start making our way up to that point. As I meet myself against a... Or I meet up with a Pyro and a Sniper, if we're going to use correct English, that is. Now, I know that there's somebody up there, at least there was somebody up there. So this is going to be fairly risky as I'm on my own here. I don't have a flare gun. I have to avoid as much as I can by sticking around. And hopefully air blasting people in the black holes. There you go, that's a black hole kill. Or in the abyss. I'm going to try and air blast those stickies away. I hope that my people on my team, the snipers especially, can take him out. But apparently it doesn't look like that's going to be the case as I randomly fly across the map. That's probably a force of nature that just tore me across the map. However, I do see the snipers. I'm going to try to twitch their aim with the last bullet that I've got off the reserve shooter to protect either my team or myself, of course. As the blue team has another 2 seconds on the clock and we still have half a minute, a little bit under half a minute. So what I'm doing right now is becoming hyper aggressive just because I want to be able to help out my team as my team is on the point here. There you go. I did manage to air blast the charging Demo Knight, but because the explosion had also ended up on my face, I fell in the abyss. I fear for my life now as well as for victory for my team. So I hope that my air blast got warned to heavy in time, but there is the Mad Milk Scout jumping on the point with a demo, and it does appear that nobody really seems to be able to counter it as everybody seems to be too fond of that high ground. 6 people on the point, it doesn't seem to be all that great right now. I'm gonna try and rush it as fast as I can. Looks like I'm able to get on that point. It's now or never as everybody starts moving up here. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, air blast as much as I can, but the snipers are on the point. Hit scan is something I cannot blast or air blast, so I'm a little bit scared, but it does appear that we are safe and sound as we win a very close game here. So there you go. Pretty close, and definitely not something I'm used to considering the fact that I tend to play with my flare gun, so you could definitely tell that I had problems with connecting the hit scan instead of a projectile. However, I hope you still enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this format as I'm still in the beta phase of the format. And of course subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.